Okay, we're going to use cuisenaire rods to model multiplication and division and show the relationship between the two. And you can see that each one of our cuisenaire rods, it's 1 centimeter. So the red's obviously going to be 2 centimeters. And it carries on. So you can have kids discover these, and you can put some out and say, okay, create me a multiplication problem with, the product of 12. And so they can come up with and find out, they know multiplication is equal groups, though, so we can come up and say, okay, so, right there, that equals 12, and I have 3 pieces. And so then they can write the equation 3 times, and you can see that one of them equals 4. So I have 3 groups of 4s, and that equals 12. Okay, to turn that around, you could also say, okay, I have 12 divided by 4. So they know that they're going to get the 4 piece, they're going to put it on the 12, and they're going to find out how many groups they can go backwards until they hit the end of the ruler, the 0. So I can see that 12 divided by 4 is 3 groups. You can also relate, say, okay, I have the number 15. So they know that this equals 10 and this equals 15. So what multiplication problem could we write? Well, what do we know about multiplication? We know multiplication has to be equal groups. So I need something that's going to equal 15 in equal groups. So we can start and say, no, that doesn't work. That's larger than 15. It's greater than 15. So let's try these. No, that didn't work. Let's try these. Oh, looky there, that one worked. That matched to 15. So I know if I look that this represents 5, and I have 3 of them. So 3 groups of 5 equals 15. And you can have them write their equation and actually show 5 plus 10 equals 3 times 5. So they had their orange, which was a 10, and we added a yellow of a 5, and that equal sign, it's balancing my equation there, and I had 3 groups of 5, showing them that this is equal to the same thing. This is the start of algebra, and a lot of it's hard for kids because they think that on the other side of the equal sign is just the answer. So when we give them stuff like this, it throws them off sometimes. So letting them play and explore these numbers is helping to build their number sense, and it'll help them in algebra later on. So again, I mean, there's multiple ways you can use these. Like I said, this one was 3 groups of 4 equals 12. Okay, so you come up with one way. What's another way? And challenge them to see if they can do more. So if we look at this one, we can say, oh, well, this one was 4, so I had 3 groups of 4 equals 12. Well, this one, the green, is 3, and I have 4 groups of 3. Well, 4 groups of 3 equal 12. And again, have them write it down. So I have 3 groups of 4 equal 12, but then 4 groups of 3, which was the green, equal 12. And have the conversations with them. Write this on the board and just let them discuss it and let them debate it. Can I say this? Is that a true statement or is that a false statement? And let the kids discuss it and debate it and then prove their answers by working with the manipulatives.